Hi everyone. This video, well, I guess it'll encompass partly a review and a recommendation and just some ideas. We have a storage container and I put a lot of winter clothes in there that I, store for when the kids are growing, and I have extra boots and extra coats and things like that that are too good to pass up when I can get a really great coat at a thrift store for $5 or $10, and then I get it, and if nobody in the family needs it right away, I'll go ahead and store it away. One other thing, when I worked outside, I constantly was changing my coats around. Sometimes they got used, so then I would have to switch them out or just, get rid of them, not even donate them because they were so bad. So one thing when you're storing clothes is cedar is the thing to keep moths away from your clothing. So I was looking for cedar sachets, cedar blocks. This is actually just a scrap piece of cedar that was sold in a bag of cedar blocks. And when I have a cedar closet, and I thought I would just actually go buy cedar closet and cut that up to put in the different bins of clothing, which I still may do that. But I had also gotten these, and they're quite expensive. But if you know me, like these were on clearance for 10 cents. I think because they were older and the boxes were beat up, and the box says 10 cents. And if I'm not mistaken, I actually paid 5 cents a piece for those at Lowe's. I bought like 20, the last 20 that they had, and when I got them to the register, the cashier actually called a manager, even though they were marked. She's like, that can't be correct. And it was. So they do come in these, and they're okay. They smell okay, and I have used them. They have geranium oil and cedar oil in them, but I wanted to refresh them. So I looked around for cedar oil, and it's quite expensive. So the best price I have found for pure cedar oil is from the Miles and Kendall company. And this is a 4-ounce cedar oil. So go ahead and look it up on Amazon and then order it from Home Depot. They did not carry it in the store that I wanted to go to, so I had to order it. They said it would take 4 days, then they said it was going to be a week, and then they had to delay it another week. Why? I don't know if it was what happened, but this bottle was, this can was $10. So the reviews said that this was ridiculously difficult to open, and when I picked it up with my sister at the store, I told her to open it and so she could smell it, and she said, yeah, we're not opening that. So then that's when I remembered the reviews said it's super hard to open. So I brought it home and I gave it to my husband, and we were going to get ready to go get the pipe opener, not pipe cutters, pliers. And then I remembered what I had been using to open cans. So if you don't have one of these, oh yeah, you don't need hot water. You don't need anything. I gave one to my son-in-law. He uses it. He loves it. We only had 2, and I can't even tell you where I got it. I'm going to say Grandma probably got it off the Home Shopping Network. Grandpa, she was over 90, and she really loved her Home Shopping Network. So I gave my son-in-law the black one, and I kept the red polka dotted one. But this works really well, and it took that off immediately. So you just obviously, it's obvious how it works. You put that on, you screw it on tight, and then you just have the leverage you need. It was like, boom, it was done. That was amazing. I love this. So get one if you can. Unless you're independently strong. So, I know I always digress. So what I wanted to do was, this was actually dry, and you can see how on the top it's spotted. Well, when I opened this, I actually tilted it over, and it spilled out, so I wiped it up, and I didn't want to waste any, so I just started putting it on there. And when you smell it from the can, my first impression was, oh, I don't know about that. Well, you know what? It is so potent. That's why it almost stinks. So what I'm doing is I'm soaking up this little log, this little cedar square, and it already is refreshed. This is the oil that they use to refresh the inside of a cedar chest when you have them. And then I could also use this on my cedar closet. When I started doing my cedar closet, it was great. And then I'm like, wow, this is so expensive. I actually finished my closet in cedar chipboard, and because it was getting way too expensive with those really pretty boards. So what I'm going to do, because this spills easily, and even with that cap back on, it wasn't great, although I didn't tighten it as much, and it does have a gasket inside there. I always save my little essential oil bottles, and if you don't use essential oils, you can actually buy bottles separately, but I just saved this one and washed it out. So then I have the little stainless steel funnel, and what I'm going to do is just I'm going to decant this into there, so that when I use this, I will actually just be able to take it out of there to refresh whatever needs refreshed with the cedar. So obviously you're not going to want to put the cedar on your clothes, the oil, directly once you've redone this, but just in the general vicinity works well. You can also use this on your dryer balls if you use the wool dryer balls. And another thing that it's good for is online they were asking, can I use this to make spray for my dog? And the answer was you can. A lot of people said no, a lot of people said yes, but I'm going to say you can. I am actually going to use this cedar oil with amongst my other essential oils because we spray the dogs every day during flea and tick season, every time they go out, and we use natural products on them. We don't use the collars or anything like that. We used to use the spot on, the stuff that you just squeeze onto the dogs, and it actually turned the one dog's skin black everywhere we had put that, and another dog was losing its hair, and it was from those chemical treatments. So we actually have no problems using the natural sprays, and there's a couple at Walmart that are good. I would never use a Hearts brand anything. There's a couple online that are good. Chewy has some that are relatively inexpensive, but I thought even at, it's like I think $16 or $17 a quart, $9 for a can of the spray. So $10 for this entire thing, and Cedar will keep those little pests away. It's definitely much less expensive to make your own flea and bug spray products. So that's what I'm up to today. It's basically, I did prep the oil, however, this is more about maintenance of your preps and keeping the critters at bay. And one of my, in my videos, I usually say, let me know in the comments, what did you prep today? And one of my favorite subscribers, she always comments, and she's one of my first subscribers as well. She commented that she had her preps for that day consisted of maintenance of her air conditioning system, and I imagine the heating unit and all, and doing that. And that really got me to thinking that maintenance is definitely an important part of prepping. If you don't maintain your equipment and maintain your tools, then they're not going to last, and you're not going to have the you're not going to be able to say 1 is none and 2 is 1. You're going to have to say 2 is none because I didn't take care of it. So this is definitely worth it, and I actually thought about now starting a new series, or at least a video about maintenance is prepping. I mean, look at your vehicles. You must maintain your vehicle if you don't maintain it full of gas, if you don't maintain it full of oil, well, what good is it? You know, so that's it. That's where I'm at today. And the cedar oil, like I said, the best price I've found so far for this 4 ounces is at Home Depot. They didn't carry it in my store. I had to order it online. So that's it. That's what I prepped today. And as usual, let me know what you prep today. If you use cedar oil or if you have one of these things, or if you know where you got yours, then definitely put that in the comments, because these would make excellent gifts if you have seniors on your list. Or, you know what? I'm 52 and I love it. And my son-in-law is less than 30 and he loves it. So they're just good gifts all the way around. Okay, everybody, that's all I've got for today. Be blessed.